Welcome everyone to another episode of the world's greatest news and reviews. Your boy Captain Mal here, and today I'm joined by...
Weapon 2!
Is that it?
That's it. That's all. Weapon 2.
Oh shit!
We're getting to the meat and potatoes of this video.
Okay.
Nonsense.
So, no nonsense.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to talk about the Avengers Endgame teaser trailer. Shit, dropped a couple days ago, finally getting to talk about it. We're really excited to talk about this. In traditional teaser trailer fashion, didn't show a whole lot. But what it did show was pretty goddamn epic. Weapon 2, go.
This was super ominous to me. The video is super serious. I mean, at the end it lightens up a little bit because you don't know what's going on. But I have this feeling of dread and despair that serious things are going to be happening in the Marvel Universe. Serious things. I don't know exactly what. I have some suspicions, but I am not going into this movie lighthearted. I am worried about what's going to happen. What do you think?
So let's break the video down, kind of scene by scene, right? Yeah. So it opens with Tony Stark.
Lost in space, Tony Stark.
Adrift in space.
Yeah.
What appears to be the Milano, looked like the Milano to me, the Guardians of the Galaxy ship.
Didn't that one crash? What was it?
No, the one that they were on, the ship that was Thanos' Black Order people's ship.
I thought one of the Guardians ships crashed. But anyways, you're right. It is one of the Guardians ships.
What's her name? Not Gamora. Blue
Nebula.
Nebula. She crashed in. But we didn't actually see the Guardians land. They just showed up and started attacking in Infinity War.
Okay.
Remember? Yeah. So we don't actually see their ship. So as far as we know, it's in perfect working condition, and what appeared to be it when it showed the shot of a ship drifting. It looked like the Milano to me.
Right.
And even when he's on the front of the ship, it looks like the Milano. So he's talking. Has his Iron Man helmet together. He's recording a message for Pepper Potts. Very dire. Food and water's gone. Oxygen's gone tomorrow. Very tenderly says, when I drift off, I'll think about you. My question in all of this is, where the fuck's Gamora? Did she just bounce out on him? Was she just peace? What ship did she take?
Are we talking about Nebula or Gamora?
Nebula.
Gamora's dead, as far as we know. Nebula,
the blue
I think it doesn't show it, but I think maybe they're on the ship together.
Well, she should. The shot that she's in the trailer, it looks like she's on the ship.
I don't know. That leaves it up in the air. There's a lot of unanswered questions. They film it like they're possibly on the ship together.
I guess they could be.
You never show them together. Exactly. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Wouldn't she know how to use the ship's navigation system? Wouldn't she know how to get it back somewhere?
It looks like it's broken. It's broken down. That ship's not working.
Yeah.
So I think. I mean, they're literally adrift in space, lost in space. There's probably stuff they can't fix. It's dire. They're in dire conditions. I'm saying they because I'm assuming. I don't know. It might just be
I like to think Gamora's on the ship.
by himself.
Why do I keep saying Gamora? Nebula.
Yeah.
I know the difference between the characters. Nebula, I like to think, is on the ship dying too. That's a mean thing to say. Yeah. So, friend of the show, John Hartz, had a very popular theory that Captain Marvel is going to save Tony Stark en route to Earth. When she's going to answer the page and save everyone, she'll come across it and save them.
There is. Now, that's a possibility. There's one, I think this is a fan theory I saw, and this is already something that I was thinking about, is that he uses the word rescue. Pepper Potts' Iron Man armor, or that Tony Stark created, is called Rescue.
Mm.
Her character in the Iron Man armor is Rescue. He uses that word rescue.
So might that be a tad bit of foreshadowing, do you think?
Could be that she's coming to save them.
I would take that also. That'd be cool.
One thing that this is probably ridiculous to think, while he's talking to the helmet, he gives it a little nose boop. Boop, boop. And to me, that's endearing for the shot. And that is that's probably just sets the tone for the teaser trailer, is that the imagery of them just being out in the middle of nowhere, him setting the stage of how dire the situation is, that he's probably going to die, there's, you know, he's a genius, okay?
Yeah.
If he could have fixed this, if he could have solved it, he would have done it already. While he still had food, energy, and all his mental functions going.
No, you and I would have been dead a long time ago.
It seems like he's running out of options here, and it's inevitable.
Pretty rough. So, trailer continues. We cut to Cap and a clean-shaven Cap, which is a shame because he really rocked that beard.
That was good. Beards are awesome.
The beard was pretty impressive. So we cut to him and still a blonde-haired Scarlett Johansson talking about how Thanos succeeded. He did the snap, which is officially called the decimation. Apparently, I like just calling it the snap. Killed 50% of all life in the universe. Apparently. It shows Banner kind of, looking at pictures on a big hologram of like who they believe to be dead. We see Scott Lang, we see Shuri, we see Peter Parker. Does another cut to Thor, looking like he's about to go have an epic rap battle, looking really sad with the hoodie and shit. A couple of other cuts. The big reveal, I think, in this trailer was showing the return of Clint Barton. Not as Hawkeye, but as
Ronan.
He looks like a man who just saw his family die in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he looks pretty fucked. So that'll be really cool. The trailer ends with Scott Lang coming back at the front door.
Yes, but before that, I want to touch on the whole talk about, is this going to work? It has to, between
Black
Widow and Captain.
Because I have I want to point something out. He's wearing his Winter Soldier costume.
He is. This is one of my own personal fan theories that I've seen nowhere else that I think might be something that happens in this that I just want to put out as a note. I think, well, first off, there's going to be time travel.
Yeah, clearly. It's
and the time travel is going to be through the quantum realm.
Clearly, because Ant-Man has the fucking van with the quantum whatever.
And I think that part of the solution for whatever they're going to do, and their plan is they're going to go back in time. They're going to go back to before Steve Rogers was encased in the ice.
He's looking at the picture of Peggy.
Peggy
Carter.
I'm telling you right now, I think he's going to stay there. I don't think that Captain America is going to come back to our time.
So that would be dope. So part of the big thing with this movie, the ominous title being called Endgame, there's a lot of speculation that some of the original Avengers are going to die. Because all 6 original Avengers are in this movie. There's a lot of speculation in the last movie that Tony or Cap might die. A lot of speculation in this movie that Tony and Cap might die. Die or retire, whatever it's going to be. So your theory is Cap's going to stay in the 40s.
Yes. I have another interesting thing. The other interesting thing, and this is probably just...
That's cool, because then you can still bring him back if you wanted to.
Yes. Completely by coin, but I mean, their contracts are... I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
Throw enough money at somebody.
I hear you. I think it's interesting that the real comic book original Avengers are still here. You have Thor, Iron Man, Hulk, Ant-Man, and the Wasp, who isn't in here, but those were the original Avengers. So it's interesting to me that none of them got killed off. They're all still here. I mean, that's just something that I think about.
Yeah, that's dope. And if we're talking about like who inevitably will be leading the charge in the next version of the MCU, the next version of the Avengers, you know they're going to lean hard on Spider-Man and Doctor Strange and Black Panther and Captain Marvel. I feel like Thor should stay. Thor should stick around. Ragnarok was amazing. He was the best part of Avengers Infinity War. He should definitely get like a Thor 4 and just be... He could be the bridge in that the tone of Thor Ragnarok changed enough and made it kind of like spacey to where him being with the Guardians felt legit and made total sense. So he could be the bridge between them and between the new Avengers and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like he should stick around. I feel like the losses should be Cap and Tony. I don't know how we're going to do that, but I feel like they need to be gone after this movie.
And I think that, to me, the reason it feels personally to me so kind of ominous to me is that I know there's going to be big changes after this movie. And I don't know what they are, and I'm excited to see new directions that they go, but it's also, we've had this whole storyline, this whole big story arc to this, and it is a little bit kind of fucking serious. It gets me in the feels that this is going to be changing like this.
It is. So part of the reason Logan really hits you in the feels is because it was Hugh Jackman's and help me here, Patrick Stewart. Patrick Stewart's last portrayals of these characters that they have been playing for 17 years.
Right.
So it hits you on a deep level as well as the movie was just very good. Something like this has never been done before, right? The MCU is unparalleled. There's never been characters that you followed for 10 fucking years. In fact, I believe this movie, Robert Downey Jr. will break Hugh Jackman's record for the most times portraying a comic book character on a movie. You know, and Thor and Cap are right up there. So we've been with these characters for years. Some kids, spoiled little shits, have grown up with this. Like, this is their childhood. You know what I mean? And so that's why it's going to hit hard, because we've been invested for so fucking long with these characters and these stories, and it's going to change. It's going to end. Mm-hmm. One thing that I really like that I think are subtle little touches in this trailer that are dope. So whenever I see a trailer or like an intro to a Marvel movie and it does the 10, like it highlights on the Marvel Studios, I love that. In this, it does that and then it ashes away. Mm-hmm. That was dirty. That was fucking cheap. Way to hit me when I'm down. But then when the title sequence comes in and you see the A for Avengers, it's broken, but it's all coming back together. Fucking dope. Yeah. Fucking subtle though. Subtle, but like enough to get me excited. And in true teaser trailer fashion, this doesn't answer a lot of questions. In fact, it brings up a fuck ton more questions. But that's what a teaser should do. A teaser shouldn't show shit. The theatrical trailers, that'll show some. But what Infinity War did right was it didn't show me a whole lot. Way too often trailers show you everything in a movie. I'm looking at you, Amazing Spider-Man 2 and BVS. Fucking saw that movie before I went to it. I feel like the next trailer is not going to show fucking much either. Because they know people are going. Everyone's going to go see Endgame. Right?
Yeah, so, I mean, the key is to spark the interest.
Yeah.
And there's lots of this. And I mean, and to go back to what you're talking about with Scott Lang showing up, I think that is an old video. I think that is him when he was lost in the quantum realm. He's in the van with the miniaturized quantum tunnel in it. And I think that is him time traveling. If I saw this somewhere else, I can't take full credit for this, but they imaged up on the top left corner and it said 1983 in real light.
Right.
And so I think with this, what they're looking at is him having time traveled back to the 80s. And he says, is this an old video? I think it is. And I think this is evidence that he is time traveling, and that's how they're going to get back to trying to... Whatever mission they're on, that's how they're going to get to it.
I feel like the fact that Cap is wearing the Winter Soldier suit means something. Because he has a bunch of different suits that he could wear. Right. He's only worn that when he was working for S.H.I.E.L.D. I feel like they're going to go to various different points in time, and they're going to have to dress the part for what they were wearing then. I think that's why he's clean-shaven. Right. That's why he's wearing that specific suit. But I'm like, why is Scarlett Johansson blonde? Like, is it only Cap going back? Is it only him for certain parts?
Or she's just in disguise. I don't know.
Curious.
I mean, when we go see the movie, we're going to find
a lot of intrigue. A lot of intrigue.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. Just like every movie, I'm super excited.
No, but this is different. This isn't every movie. This isn't even just another Marvel movie.
This is the end, but it's
huge.
building. It's building.
Yes.
Super excited.
Any other thoughts and predictions, hypotheses you want to throw out there?
I don't know. I can't wait.
Thanos, apparently this is all rumors on the internet, is not going to be at full power. The snap weakened him and hurt him. And you can see the gauntlet looks fucked up.
Yeah, it almost looks fused to his arm.
Yeah, and it looked like that at the end of Infinity War.
Yeah.
And the other big rumor was that he's not going to be the big villain. Like, there's going to be another villain in the movie.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
But who do you go to after Thanos?
No idea. I don't know.
I mean, I got ideas in my head, but that would incorporate the Fox characters coming. Because you got Galactus and Doctor Doom, but you can't do them now. That's a few years from now. So, like, who do they have on their existing roster they could use?
Well, I mean, we touched on Captain Marvel for just a little while, but that whole Crow Empire and invasion, I mean, they're shapeshifters. Throughout that thing is they take the place of heroes. Oh. They can become Steve Rogers. They're shapeshifters.
Calm down. Are you telling me that I might get to see some fucking troll, like, impersonating Avengers, fighting the real Avengers in this movie?
Yeah, it could. Yeah, that could happen.
I want to see your movie. I'm not even sure what they're going to do, but I want to watch that.
Introducing this whole Captain Marvel thing is a whole different direction. And that used to be a huge part of comic books was these shapeshifters coming in, and you never knew who to trust.
Do we think she's gonna have that big of an impact on this movie? Is she gonna be the huge game changer, or is that Stinger at the end of Infinity War just to set up her movie?
I don't know how big a part. She's a super powerful character. I think that she might be the gateway to this whole other thing.
I feel like she's gonna be a thing, but I don't think she's gonna be the thing like everybody thinks. I feel like the original Avengers, I think this is their last fucking ride. This is their big last mission, and I feel like some of them are coming back from it, but I feel like it's gonna be them that are gonna win the day, not necessarily like Captain Marvel or somebody new, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think this is gonna be their big goodbye.
Yeah. I'm pulling myself together. I gotta get through this.
Okay, any closing thoughts? Anything else you want to say?
No.
Other than April is gonna be a good month. We got Endgame and we got Game of Thrones coming back.
Yeah, it's good.
Both are ending. The fuck am I gonna do with my life?
I don't know. Who's gonna fill the void? I don't know.
I don't know either.
We'll have to see.
It's not gonna be decent.
We gotta get through it. Life goes on.
It doesn't.
Well, maybe.
It's called Endgame.
It is called Endgame.
But anyway, thank you for joining us on this episode of the world's greatest news and reviews. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe.
Peace.